friend, this is kind of like mind-boggling for me because usually when I see you, I've got popcorn in my hand, I've got, a drink, maybe a hot dog. Yeah. I'm waiting for whatever movie I'm going to see, and you pop up on that massive screen. Now I got you live and in person, man. Yeah. This is crazy. And of course, here at the Joe Carter Classic, wow, this is cool, man. I got to say, you have one of the coolest jobs out there.
It is very fun. I get to travel around. I get to meet a lot of cool people that I'm fans of myself, and it's there's a lot of these like pinch me, very surreal moments in my life, and I don't think it's even hit me yet that I really do this.
Do people recognize you on the street? Just curious.
Yeah, actually, it happens a surprising amount, depending on where I am. If it's at a theater, around a theater, obviously a lot of movie fans. I do a lot of Comic-Cons in Canada. Anytime you go to one of those events, there are a lot of movie fans. So it does happen, but a lot of times people will be like, you look like that guy? And then I go, oh, I've got that before. And then sometimes I just let it die like that, and then they just walk away like, I wonder if that was really him or not.
How do you end up getting a job like this? I mean, like I said, this is the dream thing for a lot of people. A lot of movie lovers would love to do what you're doing.
Well, actually, a couple of years ago, it was a Canada-wide casting call that Cineplex ran and held auditions for, and they asked for people to submit tapes. So I submitted a 2-minute audition, and then from there, they voted it down to a few finalists, and then people voted. It was like a voting process, and then from there, it was a final 3, and then there were challenges along the way, and I ended up coming out on top for what was supposed to be a 1-year position as the host of the pre-show, and we kind of just, I was able to work together with Cineplex and kind of combine my past expertise and some of my skills, and we kind of turn it into this beautiful thing, and here we go. We're going on, this will be almost 3.5 years now.
Now, were you always a movie fan?
100%. Growing up, I love movies. There was a point in the Blockbuster days where I think I had rented like every new movie, and then you have to wait for the next week for the other new movies to come out because you were kind of all caught up. But yeah, definitely. I remember lining up for movies like when Star Wars hit theaters again in the 90s for the re-releases, lining up for that. Any of the superhero movies along the way, I still line up for. Even though a lot of times I do get like advanced screenings or press screenings, there's nothing better than seeing a movie like that with an audience of fans. It's amazing.
Now, we do get to see you on that Cineplex screen, but you're out there, you're doing junkets, you're traveling around also.
Oh yeah, I'm everywhere from film junkets in LA and New York or London, England to film sets a lot of times. I'm in Bulgaria more than I ever thought I would be. They shoot a lot of movies in Bulgaria. They just shot the new Hellboy movie. I was there recently for Angel Has Fallen, which is the sequel to London Has Fallen, which is the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen, the Gerard Butler movie. So yeah, Bulgaria is a real hotspot. They shot the new Rambo movie there, and yeah, so I've been there a few times, and I'm everywhere.
What would you say is your favorite interview or favorite actors to speak with?
Oh man, it's hard to pick. Everyone's been so great, honestly. I really haven't. Everyone asks like, what's the worst story you've got? But I think everyone's, for the more or less, been pretty awesome. The Canadians, I find when you get a Canadian, you have a Canadian because there's that sarcasm and that humor that you kind of identify in each other. So anytime Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, Rachel McAdams is amazing. They're always super fun. They get that. They get the sarcasm, which is they understand.
They definitely get it. Now, of course, we're here at the Joe Carter Classic. I know you're working tonight, but I know you're going to have a good time yourself.
Yep.
Joe Carter, what do you think about what he's done for the Blue Jays, for the city? The home run, and of course, being able to give back the way he does like this.
I think it's really cool, especially with the sports community, how I think there's really no other community like it out there that, I think it just speaks to like the fandom of sports and how people like to get behind a team. And we just saw that with the huge Raptors run. So if anyone's going to get behind a cause and support it, it's athletes and sports fans. And what he's doing is incredible. To see the support and to see it grow every year. This is 10 years now that we're...
Yeah, 10-year anniversary.
It's cool that it's a decade already, and I hope we see it another 10 years or more of it.
Well, you know what? You've done 3 years. We're hoping to see more years for you. Where do we go to contact you to see what's going on, whether it be at Cineplex, your YouTube channel, anything that you're doing? Where do we go to follow?
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's all the same. It's my name, @TannerZipchen. That's ZIPCHEN. And follow me on there. Message me. We'll keep in touch, and I'll fill you in on what's going on in my crazy life. Because honestly, if it wasn't for my own Instagram, I probably wouldn't even be able to keep track of it either. I have to go back sometimes and be like, how long ago was that? Oh, that was Tuesday. Okay.
Well, look, have a great time tonight, and looking forward to seeing you on that big Cineplex screen.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.